orangey part and the yellow, the sun, we're going to put that in, okay? So we're going to do that down here. Oh, and let's see. I think we need, if I didn't lose it, we need some phthalo blue, so that we can either phthalo blue or purple, so that we could make the phthalo blue or else dioxine purple, so we could make this bottom strip here. Phthalo blue and quinacridone magenta always does the trick, so you could throw the phthalo blue in the corner somewhere to mix with your quinacridone magenta. I think we're going to put that purple strip in first, so that when we put the sun in, we're not going to have to work around it, okay? All right. Oh, your internet is slow. Uh-oh. Okay. Well, I'm not going very fast tonight, I tell you. I don't want to whine anymore because I worked the shift that I chose to work. So I'll try not to whine. All right. So I hope everybody sees that. Can you see the paint colors okay? So this is cad yellow, cad yellow, cad yellow. And this is yellow ochre. And this is phthalo blue. This is, I put an orange on there. I don't know if you guys have, well, it's actually cad red light. So if you have cad red light, you could put it on there. If you have orange, you could put it on there. And if you have Australian sienna, you could put it somewhere on your palette too. That's titanium white. And this is red. This is crimson, in case I want to fool around and do something else on there. Yeah, awesome. So far we have, lots of moderators on. Okay, so I'm not going to drag this out too long because I'm going to keep this up for a video, and I don't want the video to go over an hour to do just the bottom portion of the painting. So we're going to go ahead and paint the bottom part of the canvas. All right. I know some people are sick and they weren't able to make it because this flu has been, I'm throwing the regular purple on here if I have any left. This flu has been horrendous in the United States. So a lot of people are affected, including those in the group, some of those in the group, including Bonnie. She has the flu right now, and her husband is a little farther along, so he might be getting better, but he had the flu. And Danielle, she has a touch of the flu. I know she's on, so if you can't stay on, Danielle, I understand. So there's lots going on, lots. Leanne is up early in the morning. That's like having the flu. Okay. So we're going to go ahead, and I'm going to try not to dip my paint into my coffee. But I'd like to use straight dioxine purple. I'll just call it purple from here on out. I'd like to use straight purple on the bottom. So I've dipped my paintbrush into the purple. I squeezed out the water. And I'm just going to go across the bottom, okay? So I'm bringing this out here so I don't make a huge mess. And on the bottom edge, I'd say only about an inch, and it does not need to be even. We're going to go across the bottom part of your canvas if it has already been started. I have on my little shelf part of the easel where your canvas rests, I have cling wrap on there. It's kind of like a saran wrap, but it's a different material and it clings. It's not the stuff that's always been in existence. So yeah, this could be uneven. Does not have to be even because this is your landscape impression here. Okay. And then I'm going to use the same brush. I really am worried about dipping my brushes in my coffee today. Those worries are real. So I'm going to use the same brush, and I'm going to get a corner of this quinacridone magenta, and I'm going to put it right down here. I'm going to try to keep my really dark blends together, and a touch of the white, and I changed the purple up a little bit. So I took my dirty brush that had my purple on it, and I dipped it into the quinacridone magenta and the titanium white, just the corner of it, and made this really pretty magenta color, purpley magenta color. And I'm just going to put like a background here.
Jared says good morning.
Good morning. Oh, people are filtering in. Okay. Now, in order to blend that, I'm going back into this without dipping my brush in water or anything. And I'm going to go somewhere in the middle. And I'm done with that part. Oh, yeah. Going back into this. And I'm getting this bottom edge. Again. And very, very lightly, like a makeup brush. Very lightly hitting this where I'm going above that darkest purple line. Very lightly to give it a bit of a blend. And take that hard edge away. A little back and forth. A little back and forth. Okay, so that's what I wanted to do. I want to go back and get some of this white off the corner. And then get over here where the sun's going to be. And put, without rinsing my brush, lightening up this corner with a touch of the white. Touch of the white right down here. I'm even going to dip into it to make it kind of round. Guess where it's going to go? Guess what's going right around here? Yep, you guessed it. But if I put a white base under here, it will make it so much easier. So that's why I'm putting this little streak of white right there. And don't even worry about it, because we're going to go over that later. This half a moon, well, it's actually going to end up half a sun. I dipped right there. And on YouTube it looks like it's right on the top of my head on my little watermark. And now I'm going to take my paper towel and I'm going to wipe this brush off, because it has a very, very dark color on it, and I don't want to kill my water. rinse that just a bit in the water and send someone off with this brush. Someone. I wonder who that someone is. To the kitchen. To stick that brush in some water. Okay. George is here. If you guys want to say hi, George, he's here. Alright. Now I'm going to use a fresh brush. Okay. So, how's everyone? Did I miss it? How's everybody? Good morning. Good morning. Oh, good morning, Leanne. Leanne, get your coffee, girl. Get your coffee. I sure have mine. We won't see you sneak away. Tina, are you painting tonight? Tell me what you're doing. Tell me how far along you are. Those that haven't started with me on part 1, I'm going to catch you up a little bit. Part 1 is up on YouTube, so if you want to get that together later and then do part 2 after that, go and find part 1. Not right now, but go and find part 1, and then you'll see what I painted the background or the base color of this canvas with, what I used to get this blue. And then you'll see me put the clouds on, and then I'm going to stop right under the clouds for part 1, and then for part 2 I'm starting to do this bottom half. So that's what we're doing here, in case you're wondering and thinking that you missed about an hour of this painting right now. You did not. We are starting on the very bottom. Elena says, are you out there, Dad?
Hey. I think I'm here.
If you want to get something to drink, relax, get into it. If you want to say hi to people and you're painting, now is the time, because I'm taking this couple of seconds to say hi to you. So if you have to run and do a refill of whatever you're drinking, or grab some more water to paint in, because we might need more than one little jar of water for this. We've got such extreme difference in colors. Okay, now I'm going to get back to doing the sunny portion of this painting, and I'm already excited because I'm starting to see it look more like a painting and less like something on a canvas. So I'm going to dip into my titanium white on a fresh end. I'm going to put it right here where I'm going to start doing my blending.
Jib says hi again.
Hi, Jerub. Good seeing you. I use your YouTube names while you're on YouTube, even though I know who you are on the Facebook group, because some people want to be anonymous on YouTube, and I really can't memorize who wants to be anonymous on YouTube and who doesn't care. So I put some titanium white there. I'm going to dip into this yellow ochre, put that there. I'm going to dip into this cad yellow, put that there. And who has cad red medium? Because I should put that on there just in case you don't have cad red light. I'm going to put some cad red medium on here. If you don't have it, that's okay. We'll work around it. I'm going to dip into this this crimson. Just a little bit of the crimson, and put that on there. Okay. Put a little more on there. Okay. And that gave me, I can't describe the color, but it's not a very bright color. It's a little bit muted, which we're going to need over on the left side of the canvas. Now I'm going to wipe this excess off of my brush where you can't see it.
little shells leaving.
Okay.
Just gotta go somewhere. Take your
Okay.
sisters
Well, thanks for stopping by. I love it when you guys stop in and I know you have something to do, or I find out you have something to do. And look at this bright color here. Look what we're getting. So I'm just randomly putting this down here because this is some of that bright that we need to, this is some of that bright color that we're going to have down here from the sun. So that was a mixture of titanium white, yellow ochre, the Phthalo crimson, and it was mixed together. Now I'm going to dip a little bit into this. I don't think it's dry. I'm going to wet my brush here and dip into this magenta purple color that I had and some titanium white. This is where it's tricky. You see what I'm doing? I'm going to go over here and cool this down. I'm going to cool this down on this side. And this makes it a little hint of a purpley color right there. Just cooling it down. Right here on this, in between these two colors. Okay, that's a really pretty blend right there. Very pretty. And I wanted to do that before it got too dry, because what I don't want is a hard edge dividing the two colors here. I'm going to take that same purpley color and I'm just going to go in between here and do some streaks.
Leanne says that the palette looks lovely and clear.
Good, thank you. I really worked on that for you. I cannot work on that in the middle of the painting, so I'm very happy it's working out. Okay, I'm going to dip into my my water, and grab some of this purple because I'm running out, grabbing a touch of quinacridone magenta and a touch of white on this corner that I already messed up. I'm loving this. I'm loving this. I'm waking up. I only slept like 3 hours, but I'm waking up. Okay. Shows that I love this. A little more white. If you can't see what I'm doing, let me know. I'm going to bring this over to this edge so you can see it. See that really pretty lavendery color? I'm going to put some more clouds up here with that. I want to blend that in up here. So I'm making some sweeping. See how I'm just sweeping, gentle sweeping. I'm skipping, not going all the way across in a straight line. I'm skipping along, sweeping, Okay, ta-da-da-da-da-da. I'm doing the ta-da-da-da. Very relaxing, very relaxing. See that? Stop, rotate your shoulders. Don't get too worried about it. Every sun looks different. I skipped up here to come up a little higher. I skipped up here to bring some of these. Same brush. Now some of my orange is coming out on my brush. That's exactly what I want to happen. Skipping up here just above that light orangey yellow color. I don't want round clouds. I want them to go off. I want them to go off lift your brush off the canvas so that the edges of the clouds do a little lift. A little lift. I don't want round, heavy circles around the ends of your clouds. So when we get a color on our brush and we want to go back and put some movement, do a light little lift on the end. So I see some colors that we can match, and I'll give you an example. I'm going to do a light little lift. See that light little lift on the end, kind of like give it some hair. Okay, a light little lift on the end. I'm going up into what we did last week just to show you, so that we don't have round clumps. We have soft, feathery clouds. So if you have a color similar to one that's on your brush, go back into your cloud and just give it a little hairy edge, a little light hairy edge on the corners, on the ends of the clouds. Okay, that's kind of what I want you to say. Dip into my, I swear I keep getting ready to dip into my coffee with this brush. I should not have coffee on the same table next to my water. All right, so I'm rinsing my brush. I'm leaving my brush in the water for just a second, and I'm looking on here to see if you guys are, yes, skipping and sweeping, that's right, Leanne. Oh. Okay, let me read what people have, because I'm giving it time to just dry a little bit. My vision gets fuzzy a lot, but probably eye strain from reading on our phones and tablets. Yeah, sometimes we get a little carried away with that. And if it's my fault, Danielle, just put your phone down, because typically I don't have that much important stuff to say. So, yeah, no eye strain on my behalf, although I love the fact you guys helped me out. I don't want too much eye strain for because of me. All right, so I wiped my brush off, wiping it off. What did I do with my... Okay, I'm looking for my...
That was somebody's question, Yvonne. It says a question on Fibro.
Okay.
Does anyone else get fuzzy vision?
Oh.
That's what that was about.
Oh. Well, I do, but I don't know if age has something to do with it for me, because, you know, as we get older, it takes a while for our eyes to focus. So, well, touchy subject, but it's true. I'm dipping into this really pretty color, and I'm putting a little white into it, and just dipping into it, and I'm putting it a little yellow into it. So when I say that color, I mean that color of that mix of yellow ochre and white, and what did I put in there? I think a touch of the naphtha crimson. Yeah, that's what I did.
Leanne says...
I'm freshening that up.
Leanne says, next time have the palette vertical, as it covers the canvas in the left-hand corner.
I can't. I'm going to tell you why I can't do all of that. Because every painting is different, and I can't cover the painting. Okay, I have to be careful not to cover the painting. So these are two different cameras. This is the palette camera, and the canvas with the clouds on it. Those are two different cameras. So I had to give you as much of the canvas of the palette as I could without covering the canvas. Yeah, that's the best way I could explain it. So what I could do, however, is I'm going to switch over and show you my palette.
Like the orange.
Switch over and show you my palette for a second. I think. Okay. So this is the color I'm freshening up right here. So I made it like a little lighter, and I'm going to go in here, and I'm going to put some put a little bit more crimson in there, and a little bit more white in here, a little bit more yellow. Okay, because I want it to be a little peachy, just a little peachy. I have it way too. Okay, now this is a painting, it's not a sky, so it's got to have some interest, and this is extremely bright down here for a good reason, because this is going to be, and I'm not going back and forth, I'm lifting my brush, I'm lifting it both directions. I'm lift, 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 lift. See my little sweep? I'm lifting it, lifting it, lifting it. Okay, so I got a little fire going on. Now I'm going to go into my white. Okay, see my white? Same brush. And I'm going to come down here under this color right here. I'm going to make a corner like that. I'm going to go down here, dip into that purple. I'm going to do this thing, whiten it up.
Tina says, George.
Uh-oh, George, you got something you have to tell me?
Painting.
Oh, painting. This is why I don't like to switch over. Okay. Okay. When you see people panic, it's time to make me panic. All right. So all I did is I'm taking this white and I'm coming down here. What I did with this color was this. Sweep, 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 sweep. That's what I did with this color. And now, same brush, I'm grabbing the white and I'm whitening this up so this doesn't interfere with my yellow. Okay, because yellow on blue makes what? Okay, yellow and blue makes green, and we don't want green, not in this painting. So I'm putting some white here, okay, because we don't want green. So I'm putting some white here.
Elena's saying, Dad, camera. She seems to think that.
Oh, that you're on the camera?
No, she said lost the camera, but I'm guessing so we can see the colors. Now that was a minute or two ago. Now she says, Dad, camera. So I don't know what she.
That was all. We have a delay. Can everyone see? Can everyone see? I'm going to give you a second. All right.
Leanne says no problem. No problems.
Okay. All right. So I'm covering this blue up with some sweeps of white. Sweeps of white. Okay. Sweeps of white right here. And if it has a little bit of that orangey in there, that's fine. Okay. And another little sweep of white, because I don't want this blue showing up right there. And it's picking up some orange. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. Okay. You got that? Okay. Babe, if you see me like painting and then you can't see the painting, let me know, because that's a oops. That's a blooper.
Oh.
Okay. Now, I grabbed some yellow to bring over here where I could reach it, so you don't have to take it as far as I took it. But I'm grabbing some yellow, and I'm putting the sun. Yay! I'm putting the sunlight. Mine was kind of dry, but you could give it time to dry, a little bit more time to dry. Actually, I think I am going to lay off for a second. Okay, let's see. Who else is joining us? KM Crafts, hello. What we're doing is the bottom part of the painting that we started last Saturday. So we're putting the actual sunset part of the painting in. I hope you grab it on the reruns and paint.
Leanne says, tell Angie to go back to the canvas camera.
Go back to the canvas camera. Okay. Don't let me forget to switch it back to the painting camera. Okay. Now, what is it? Let's see. What is it you need me to show you? Oh, I'll leave it on here while I talk. How's that? But all I did was grab some of my cadmium yellow and I put it over here and I started to paint over the white, and then I thought, you know what, that needs a little bit more time. Actually, I'm going to put a little water in here. I'm going to water this down just a little bit because it just feels a little too thick for me to go over the white with. Okay, so I'm going to leave that on here for a second. I'm smushing it so I can get on the edge of my brush. All right, let me see what you all are talking about. I'm sweeping again. Yes, I was sweeping with the white. Now I'm going to drink my coffee before it's too late. It is too late. I should be drinking it out of a thermos. It's just a thermos isn't too pretty while you're painting. Isn't it? Oh, I always say that. It's not easy being green. I say that when I'm in trouble. It gets me out of trouble. Okay. I'm going to grab a little bit more of a fresher white here, even though I have yellow on my brush. And don't mind me. I'm just going to whiten this up a little bit. I'm just going to whiten this up just above the sweep just above. Oh, gotta tell me to switch, babe. You're looking at what they're looking at. Oh. Okay, this is probably dry, so I'm starting to sweep again. Just above, just below. Get my above and below words mixed up. That's not good. Let me see if that's dry enough. I don't know. You might need to give it a second. You really don't want to paint wet on top of this white and lift that white. Let's see. Catherine. Hi, Catherine. Catherine from KM Crafts. Thank you for joining us. Okay, so we're putting the sun in there. And I'm just going to throw a little bit of water, drip a little bit of water on this other concoction because I'm going to be going back to using that. Okay, so we're putting the sun in, the sunshine. Okay, it should be dry enough now. Yeah, it's dry enough. Putting the sunshine in. Where's the sunshine? All right, I'm dating myself now. Do you guys remember Aquarius? Remember them? Getting a little more yellow here. Do you remember Aquarius, the group Aquarius? I think it was Aquarius. What was their names? I can't remember their names. Oh, I know. I wish you didn't miss it live. Some people struggle with clouds. And I think it's the mindset. I think that if you're just having fun, dabbing in there, and just playing and just being in the sky, playing in the sky, I think it changes your attitude about clouds and takes the anxiety, lifts the anxiety away from it. The main thing is, though, you can't have a really wet brush. That's the biggie with clouds. Okay, so I'm just going to come.
Amanda's got a problem with the camera.
I don't understand. With the camera, with my camera?
She says, I'm going to get demoted.
I don't understand what she means by camera. With your view? You're having a problem viewing? I don't understand. Who's getting a delay? I'll let the moderators take care of that. I think what you have to do, Elena, is get off and come back on. If you're having some issues with buffering and that kind of stuff, you might have to get off and come back on. That might be your thing. That might be your issue there. Okay, so I threw some yellow on here.
Tina's saying that Australians are having a big delay.
Oh. Well, it sounds like Elena is too, and she's in Ohio here. All right, I don't know. It's like you know what? It might be the weather and the atmosphere, because on my end, there's nothing on my end. So, oh, your maiden name is Green, Evelyn? Oh my goodness, I have to adopt you into the family. There's a few. All right, now, this is what I'm going to do. That color that I tried to keep from drying out, this color right here. Okay, I'll name it again, even though I'm going to forget. It's yellow ochre. No, first it's titanium white, yellow ochre, and naphtha crimson. I'm dipping in it, and now it has a little yellow in it, which is fine. I'm dipping into that, okay? And I'm going to sweep. I'm sweeping again. I need to get rid of some of this extra paint. I'm sweeping over here into this this area near the sun. I'm sweeping, I'm sweeping. Oh, it's such a pretty color. I love experimenting with colors. But I'm just sweeping because I don't want it to look globby. And I have a little greenish going on here. I don't want that. So I'm grabbing a little bit of yellow and just going into here. I grabbed a little bit of titanium white and yellow, and that's to cover this blue part. Oh, I love the sweeps. And just sweeping. Sweep, sweep, sweep. Grabbing this. Be careful about going over the section that has blue in it, because it will turn it green if you don't let it dry a little bit. Okay? Okay. I'm going to lay off of that for a second. And I'm going to go down here, and I'm going to grab this section. Sweep. If it needs to dry underneath, if that white's not dry, let it dry. You'll be getting mud. I don't like using that word because it scares people. Okay, I'm just grabbing a little bit more of this crimson color, throwing it in here. I keep adding colors. I think what I'm going to do is grab some cad red and some yellow and a teeny bit of water. All right. No, I don't like that. I'm going to freshen up my colors. I'm going to freshen that up. I'm wiping this off of my brush. Tina, I know you're painting along. Do you have cad red light? Do you have cad red light? Tina, if you're listening. Oh, Tina, let's see. Where is she? Mud. Uh-oh, you have mud? All right. Let it dry. Let it dry. Don't keep going over it. Let it dry. Let it dry. Because once it starts to dry and it gets that sticky, then things start lifting, and then you're lifting and you're laying paint in at the same time. So let it dry. And then after it dries, put some white in.
I know, Tina says tell her no.
Oh, you're good? Okay. Okay. You were just emphasizing. Okay. Now, I'm trying to, oh, I should not even try that. I'm trying to go into that white and not touch the purple. I want a white, a teeny, teeny, teeny strip of white. A teeny, I shouldn't say strip because I don't want it to look like a line. But I want a tiny, tiny, tiny sweep of white. Okay, I didn't.
Thomas is watching.
Thomas, are you watching? Oh, Thomas is my grandson. Okay, sweep of white right here with the edge of my brush. Just the edge. And I'm leaving it. Okay, I'm letting it melt.
Thomas says hi.
Hi, Thomas. Melt into the color above. Then I'm going to take this same white, I'm getting excited, and I'm going to dip down here and just make like a smile with the brush. Just a smile with the brush, okay? Okay. And I'm lifting, I keep lifting, lift, lift, lift. Lift, lift, okay? And I'm going to do that again. Where was I? Where was I? Here I am. And I am going to, let's see, can you guys see where I'm, you can see my palette? Yeah, you can see my palette. Okay. I'm going to, a little white and a little yellow. I'm really whitening up the yellow.
Leanne says the sweeping's making her tired.
Sweeping's a lot of work, I'm telling you. And I'm just going to lighten this up a little bit. But be careful, don't do it if it's wet. Alright. Alright, now I'm rinsing my brush. Rinsing my brush, and I'm going to, okay, that's dry, that's good. I'm going to try to blend in this light color. What was that? Burnt. That was not burnt. Yellow ochre. Yellow ochre. I'm going to try to lighten it up a little bit with cad yellow. It's that. It has a little touch of tiny touch of crimson in it, so I moved that over and I put some cad yellow in it, okay, because I wanted to lighten it up, and you'll see why. I need to bring this in here, and I need to lift, 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 and then I'm going to go on the corner of my brush and sweep real lightly. Just the corner of the brush. Sweep. I'm gonna sweep. 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 Whoop. Okay, that's it. Just some sweeps. I'm going to come out here and just make some rays. Okay. Get rid of those brush marks a little. And that kind of represents what's going on underneath. A little bit of that. Just with my brushes. Okay. Let's see. What time is it? 7:56. Yay! I'm under an hour. Tell me what you think. Let's see, where are we? Let's see, I look forward to your thoughts. So 4 o'clock here, I should be able to make that. Where are you? Let's see, where are you? I'm looking. I'm looking. Okay, so tentatively, I'm going to let you look at this painting. I'm going to, especially for those who are painting right now, I'm going to let you look at this painting while I talk. All right. I'm going to take some of this color right here, and a little bit of this, which is almost dry. All right. And I'm going to just do some quick little blending there. Play around with some of the colors you have, as long as you're not going to end up with mud. Okay, let me put this where you can see it. Okay, and I'm just going to dry sweeps right here. Dry sweeps right there. Okay. All right. And I know I'm going under here a little bit. I'm going to take that purple and put some of that back in my dry sweeps. Okay. There. So I'm going to fix that a little. And this is what you could do in your own time. You could do some fixing. See, I put that purple there. Okay. Do some purple and just kind of even that out a little bit. Whoop. Little blending, little blending. Okay, that's what that was about. Okay. All right, now, where am I? Let's see. Awesome, Catherine. I will check out your YouTube channel. Okay, that's awesome. I'll check it out too. We want to support all our small channels. That is now the push on YouTube. Support the small channels. So we're going to be doing that. And let's see, Leanne, what am I talking about, Leanne, I'm gonna buy you a hover vacuum thingy that you just goes around by itself. I want one, Tina. I want one too. If you're gonna send one to Australia, send one to me.
Tired of sleeping.
I know, I hate. Oh, I don't know if we could do that hover on this canvas though. Alrighty, guys. I am going to say I am done painting for now. I just want to catch up a little bit. I see Leanne. My shoulder and back are hurting from all this movement. Oh, she's so silly. Let me see if I can find myself. Okay, I'm going to transition over. Okay, guys. That was fun. That was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. Painting my you guys are so funny. Alright, so you know what? I'm going to see if we can get on next Saturday and practice with some clouds. That'd be fun. We might do some practice. We might practice with, I'll give you a hint, a wine bottle. We might practice with a wine bottle. So there are some other elements that I said I was going to add onto this painting. That's why I'm not too worried about this bottom part, because some of it might be covered up a little bit. With the wine bottle and some grapes, we'll see, and a little tablecloth, we'll see. All right. Good night, Danielle. Good night. Good night, everybody. That's good seeing you. So keep in mind next Saturday. Okay, back to next Saturday. Okay, thanks for coming. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, all that stuff that goes with it. Hit the like button so I'll know how many were here. Don't forget all of that stuff. Everybody do that. Share. Put it on Pinterest. All of that kind of stuff. Okay, thanks a lot. See you later. And some of you later on, after I clean up, I'll see you on Facebook. Okay, bye-bye. Take care. Thank you. Bye-bye.